enjoying the presentation of stories of great Christians. Well, as we found out yesterday with chapter 9, John has been released from another hell that he's ran himself into. I wonder if chapter 10 will be any better since he asked for help from his beloved and his father, who nearly forgot who he was. But let's see if John and the tide, well, sometimes takes us a long time to change. So without further ado, let's get to chapter 10 today and conclude the story for this weekend. And let's see here, get into it. Sorry about that. There we go.
We greet our friends everywhere with Chapter 10 of Amazing Grace, the story of John Newton. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. John has been the object of the calculated cruelty of a slave trader. Broken in health, spirit, and will, John appeals to the sympathies of his father. Though virtually a slave himself, he is able to spirit a letter through to England.
It's almost unbelievable. The treatment he describes at the hands of this merchant and his mistress.
But why does he stay?
He sold his services to this man and would have to be bought from him or released before he could be free to go.
Why, he sounds as though he's little better than a slave himself.
It sounds to me as though the slaves are treated better. The tone of this letter shows a changed John. It says that he is resolved not to return to England unless I am pleased to send for him. Far more respectful than John had become when we were last together.
Oh, the poor boy. Why, with treatment like that, his spirit's bound to crumble. Well, but you are going to do something about him, aren't you? He is your son.
I thought at one time that I could never care for his condition again. The way he's brought disgrace to me at every turn. But I read this.
Oh, thank you, Albert. I'm sure John is a changed person. I know you won't regret saving him from that man in that place.
Newton, you aren't happy here, are you?
What do you mean, sir?
I think the question was clear enough. I'll come to the point, however. McNally across the island has come to me and asked that I release you to him.
He has?
Yes, he has. Although for the life of me, I can't see why. There's nothing but a headache and expense to my princess and me ever since I took you on.
What did you say to Mr. McNally?
I said, take him and do with him what you want. We're through trying to make anything out of him. So I suggest you get your things together. Do you even have any things anymore?
Only my books. What I'm wearing.
That wretched cough. Now get along. Good riddance. And I hope McNally has more success than I have had.
Look at you, Newton. How long have you been wearing those rags?
As long as I can remember, Mr. McNally.
Well, that's the first of many changes we'll have to instate. I've been watching the treatment you've been getting over at Sladesley's place. It's no wonder you're what he calls willful and stubborn. Seems to me that decent clothes, a little more fat in your bones, you could be a big man. Well, it ought to help a bit anyway.
I'm sure it would, sir.
Well, come along. If you're going to be my man, I'll want you to both look and act the part. Newton, run over to that man and buy me 2 decent-looking avocados.
Aye, sir.
Well, McNally, I hardly recognize Newton there. What have you done to him?
Just given him a few things, Sladesby, like clothes and food, and a few responsible tasks.
If I didn't know you better, McNally, I'd say you were verging on sarcasm with me.
You know me well enough, Sladesby. The way you starved and misused the lad, I'm surprised he didn't try to kill you.
He proved his mettle from the start with me, and I simply set about to break down his arrogance. If he performs well for you, you have my training period to thank for it. I guarantee that he would have robbed you blind if it hadn't been for my, as you call it, misusing him.
I don't know what it is about you, Sladesby, that makes my stomach upset, but you do. Maybe it's the wretched business you're in, slaves. Maybe it's that woman you live with. Maybe...
I see no point in conversing further. Good afternoon, McNally.
How did you get, Mr. Slately?
Step aside, young man.
Did you get the avocados all right, Newton?
Aye, sir. They were the two best ones on the stand.
Fine, fine. Did you like them in salad?
I don't know, sir. I don't believe I've ever had them.
Well, then you must. And today. This is a day to celebrate, you know.
Sir?
That's right. For you see, today is the day I'm going to send you on your way.
I don't understand.
No, of course you don't. Well, let me tell you all at once and now. As you know, my factories are scattered all about Africa.
Aye, sir.
Well, I'm thinking in particular of my factory in Kittim, about 100 miles from here up the coast. It's grown bigger by the day, and so are its problems. The man I have up there has his hands way too full. So I'm sending you up there to lend a hand in the management of the place.
Management?
You heard correctly. I believe you've shown me that you can be trusted, in spite of what some others have said. So, I'm sending you up there to help keep things running smoothly.
I hardly know what to say, Mr. Lieutenant.
Well then, say you'll try one of these avocados in a salad.
Newton, you say?
Aye, John Newton. I've been sent to find him and bring him back to England on my ship. Did you know his whereabouts?
Seems to me a mate by the name of Newton. I think it was John. He sailed a good ways into the country. 100 miles or so. He's working for a man by the name of McNally. He lives over in the Plantanis Islands.
Sure, I don't go anywhere near them islands. Sent back into the country, you say?
As far as I know, he left just a few weeks ago.
Well, I've done the best I can. His father will probably be pretty upset, but there's nothing more I can do.
This is nothing to do but give a few orders and have things brought to you.
I told you you'd like it up here. The longer you stay, the more you never want to leave. There's something about this country, John. It gets in you after a while.
Well, Joe, I think you've gone native.
Oh, you think so?
I do. Look at all the ways of those natives that you've picked up. That stuff around your neck, for instance.
This necklace?
Just to ward off evil spirits or something, isn't it?
Oh, you never know, Jim. I mean, these people all believe in it. There may be something to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you wait till you're here a while to see if you don't start getting a little daft yourself. I used to think going over to their ways was some sort of disgrace. I don't think that now. When you live among them for a while, you start liking the way they live. You hear those drums out there?
Mm-hmm.
That means that a whole lot of them are gathering tonight. You have to go to that meeting. You'd see what I'm talking about. Those drums, the dances they do, well, other things. You'd see what I mean, John. Let's go, eh?
Well, maybe I'll go with you to watch. There's little else to do the evenings around here.
What a night, eh? That's the most excited I've ever seen them.
Yeah, it's the most excited I've ever seen you. They're like animals, aren't they?
They are. And so are we.
What's that?
Oh, you'll see. Wait till you're here a little longer. Wait till you've seen as much of it as I have. You too will have desires.
Look at her, Joe. Looks like she's full of trade. Make the signal. Start that smoke signal.
Right, John. What good fortune that we should be walking along the beach today.
That ship is as rich as she looks. We may be able to do a great deal of trading with her. In fact, I'm tempted to hope that her goods may save us a distance to buy them for ourselves.
There. That ought to signal her. If she drops anchor, I'll run back and send a few of the natives to town to bring some things to trade. This is our lucky day. What's funny?
I just noticed this is the first day in a long time that you forgot to wear that collection of lucky charms. Ahoy!
Ahoy, mates! Is it fighting you're interested in?
Aye, come ashore and let's see what we can do for each other.
He looks like a prosperous enough captain.
All captains look alike to me. I don't like any of them.
Captain Whiting here, bound for England ultimately, after collecting my cargo of gold, ivory, dyer's wool, and beeswax.
John Newton is my name, and this is Joe Anthony. We're from Kittim.
Newton? Did you say your name is John Newton?
That's right.
I've been looking for you ever since we began here on the coast. I was told you'd gone inland.
Looking for me? What for?
Well, actually, your father arranged the whole thing.
My father.
Yes, you see, he wrote to the owner of my ship, Mr. Bentley, and...
I've met Mr. Bentley a long time ago, it seems.
Yes, so he told me. At any rate, your father sends word that he wants you to return to England, and that I'm to transport you there in my ship.
John, you aren't going, are you?
When I wrote to my father for help, I was in quite different circumstances. As things are now, the idea of returning offers little appeal.
You don't want to go.
I said that. The idea has lost a great deal of its attractiveness.
Of course it has. We have a fine life right here. What do you need with all the restrictions of England, John? There's nothing in the world that has any more to offer than we have right here.
No, I don't want to sway you in any way, but I think you want to know the whole story before you decide to stay.
The whole story?
Yes. I have it straight from your father and my employer, Mr. Bentley. It appears that a certain person in your family, a somewhat distant relative, I'm given to believe, has passed on and left you, I believe, the sum of $400 a year. There's not a lot you couldn't do on that kind of allowance now, is there?
Well...
And, says your father himself, if my John is in any way embarrassed in his circumstances, redeem him, though it should cost half of your cargo to do it. So, you see, I can't just let you make a hasty decision to stay. And there are those back in England who seem to want to see you a whole lot.
Mary. I never thought of her for...
Mary? Oh, yes, the girl, yes, she does want to.
I'll come with you.
John, what has England or this Mary or any of it got to offer that you can't get more of here?
It'll only take me a short while to be ready. I can be on board with you before you're done trading with Joe here.
Hey, lad, and it'll be welcome you are. You shall have lodgings in my very own cabin, eat at my table, be my constant companion. And I shall expect no service from you whatsoever. You know, it's a miracle that I should run into you like this. And Mr. Bentley, your father, and dear sweet Mary shall be overjoyed at the sight of you.
I'll hurry and pack and then go straight to your ship.
Fine.
But John, what about Mr. McNally? What will I tell him?
It appears as though he's out of shouting range already. Well, I must admit, I almost convinced myself of all that.
What's that?
Oh, now don't look so worried, mate. His father wants him, all right. It's just that I needed that inheritance, John, to get him aboard. When Mr. Bentley says to a man to bring the person back, and I meet up with that person, I bring him back.
And so we conclude Chapter 10 of Amazing Grace, the story of John Newton. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
next weekend, where we pick up chapters 11 and 12. Then we close out the month with 13 and 14, and we still have another 10 chapters to see what God's going to do in this man's life. Although his, I would say, fortune is temporarily changed, and he's considered the idea of not connecting right away, at least. So let's see what happens in the upcoming chapters. Till then, God bless.